Boys. Late night RNG. Don't tell Riley. Capture cards broken, so we're on the actual Game Boy. We're gonna have a hell of a time doing this. Peter, Sandy, what's up? I am at a total of 0 encounters. And we're about to absolutely rip this RNG. Do not tell Riley. He will cry. Oh, wow. Let's see. Oh, this is not what I want. I want this. There we go. I want that. And then I want this. Gold GBA. I know it's the Zelda Triforce. We're out here gaming. Appreciate you boys for stopping by. This is super cluttered, and it's echoey because there's no furniture in the office area, but I don't even care. But we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna get started with this RNG. If you are curious, this is the IV's nature, and we have as well. Before we get super into it, we have Brave Synchronizer, so we don't have to worry about that. In the office, bros, clocked in the office. All right, but we're gonna get started. We're gonna get this so quickly. Riley's not even gonna know what happened. We're gonna get in, and then we're gonna get out, and then we're gonna be fine. What? Oh my god. What's the pre-timer again? I have not done a pre-timer. There we go. Two, three, four, 5, 6. I have not done a pre-timer soft reset in forever. So. Oh shoot. That's wrong. We need the actual frame. Casual. It's not 10 minutes. It is actually 1 minute. This is milliseconds. I had this in frames. Variable no, standard. Let's see. I have a handy dandy little thing. Initial seed. Let's see. Hex. See decimal. You know what? I can do it this way too. I can delete this. That. Update this. And then I can copy this. There we go. What HP is that? Ice? Yes, it is Hidden Power Ice. But it's a Claydol, so you can teach it Ice Beam, so it's like, doesn't really matter. It's gonna be paired with a Milotic. So you can put Ice Beam on the Claydol, put more annoying moves on the Milotic, but yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pull up that every single time. I need to open up this. Electric might be nice. Uh, well, I mean, like, it's kind of gonna be for, like, a stall tower team. So, Claydol and Milotic already create, like, a really strong defensive core. So, I don't know. Maybe. The wonderful thing about this is because it's got these good stats already, I can just breed it and get hidden power electric if I wanted to. Okay, 10 seconds. Two, three, four, five, six. Gotta go, we gotta go, we gotta go. And we gotta fly to Victory Road. You're prepping for your first vid? What is your first vid gonna be, Sandy? Gen 4 breeding guide. I feel like that's a pretty good... Oh my god, I forgot to grab a sweet center. Freak. It's okay though. I highly doubt that we got the seed first try, so I'm not too bothered. And I'm a weirdo. I still use Gen 3 Seed Assistant instead of like 10 lines when I'm calibrating which seed I hit for Emerald. It's a quirky nature. There it is. Quirky. The stats are... Oops. 83, 41, 37, 29, 35, 52. Okay, calculate range and search. We hit seed 1415 and we were aiming for seed 1423. So 1415. There's a lot of mechanics in Heart Gold Soul Silver that really help out that I don't hear anyone talk about. Like the judge will tell you every perfect stat in order. Yeah, I know. I've heard about that. I heard like Heart Gold Soul Silver has the best stat judge. I know that for a fact. 1415. So we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We were 14 frames early. Are we doing painting seed, then battle vid to get the right seed? Yes, we are, Michael. Welcome to the stream. So I'm actually going to change this. I'm going to change this to Hex. We hit this, or this is what we're going for, and we hit 1415. There we go. That is so much easier. Why am I making this more difficult on myself? Safari Zone has better chance for high IVs too, so breeding those down are easier. Maniping parents is also pretty easy with roamers. Yes. I need to get a sweet center real quick. Where is my Oddish? Come along, Beaveries. You're needed. Okay, so let's update this. There we go. Yeah, let's go for another attempt. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You just woke him up? Who did I wake up? Beaveries? Beaveries like sleeps for like 2 hours a night. He has, you know, he's our special little guy in the Gen 3 community because he knows freaking everything. Like he knows like 90% of the game. And the things that he doesn't know like don't matter. Yeah, freeze. Get him out of bed. Get him out. By the way, I highly recommend anybody who wants to make sure their save files are safe, get one of these. These things are wicked cheap. Well, not wicked cheap. They're like $40, but this thing I've had for like over a year. This thing is great. Okay, here we go. Another attempt. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Him and Benson collectively co-write Bulbahita. That's the thing. It's like Benson knows like so much in regard to like. I'll say this. I will forever believe that Benson and Vreeze have made me like 20 times better at the frontier just because of the amount of time I have spent asking them questions and like having them proofread my work. We got a little Aaron. Let's see, it's level 36. All right, careful nature. And the stats are 87, 56, excuse me, 78, 39, 5, 35. Calculate those. Method 1, method 4. Hello? Mr. Aaron? Why don't you exist? 87, 56, 78, 39, 45, 35, level 36. Okay, a lot of extra 0, a lot of extra 9. Huh. Oh. Gen 3 seed assistant is working overtime. Oh, okay. Huh. Interesting. That is the annoying thing, is sometimes like they just sometimes don't appear. Which means you just rip another run. Maxi snitching in Discord. Freaking, oh god, that dude would do anything just to sabotage a good time. All right, well, guess we reset. So, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's okay. He's just mad because I got my shiny Articuno first. And it has, perfect IVs, and it's timid nature, and it's in a dive ball. Yeah. He can hate just a little bit. I know, he's a little bit mad. That's fine. But oh jeez, I gotta freaking cut my fingernail. Yeah, some talons. All right, here we go. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alrighty. Trying to get streams as an EU viewer. I am sorry. But I'm not at the same time because you're an EU viewer. But I appreciate you still stopping by. I had intended to stream earlier, but my friend invited me over to his house to eat barbecue and pizza and swim in his pool and do a lot of fun shit and drink beer, especially beer. And just a little bit of whiskey. You're starting to piss me off, guy. Why are you not appearing? Bro said European and then dropped the most. Did y'all shoot AR-15s as well? The funny thing is I made a joke saying, I'm like, we could go like shoot like like some guns if you want. And they're like, what? I was like, I don't know. However, I am having some difficulties finding these Pokemon. Like, why is Gen 3 Seed Assistant not working? Level 36, Quirky. If I do that... Shooting guns low-key so fun. Yeah, well, the thing is, we're also... I know it may be hard to believe, but we are responsible, and we are also not going to, shoot guns while we have alcohol in our system. It's not a great idea. I'm gonna go ahead and reset my calibration because I'm not finding anybody. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See, this is the thing, is sometimes like calibrating to get just the seed is so annoying. Like, there's no way to like calibrate your seed on the 10 lines. Like, that's just not a thing. Oh, it kind of is a thing. Never mind. Three, 4, 5, 6. How close were you to seed? So the problem was I was putting in the Pokemon stats, and with the calibration, I wasn't hitting allegedly any seed within the vicinity. So that's why I was getting kind of annoyed. So we're just doing some troubleshooting. But usually once I get on track with the seed and stuff, usually it's pretty smooth afterwards. It's always awkward too, like compared to just sitting at the desk and listening to music and doing this, compared to like having a stream, talking, and doing all that stuff. There's a lot more going on, so sometimes I'm not as locked in. KT Vreeze, what's up, guys? Hope you guys are doing well. Oh my golly. And that's another reason I don't like using camcorders. I always knock it over. Oh. Sassy. Eight 2 38. Calm down, dude. It's just a Zubat. Hey, KT. It's nice to have you here. That's all I'm gonna say to that. Let's see. Yep, that's all good. Okay, so I hit 142E. I was supposed to hit 1423. I'm gonna check it on this. Victory Road. And we ran into Zubat. Nature was Sassy. I'm just gonna also do it from like 0 to like 5,000. And it was level 36, E2, 38, 33, 35, 38, 45. Let me just make sure that that's good. Yeah, 142E. Do this. Gosh. There we go. Okay. Yeah. That's around a 2421. This one says it's 2410, but it's the same seed. So it's all that really matters is the seed. 142E. 142E. Okay. Let's run it again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But KT, I also want to say congratulations on your Poliwag. You can finally leave the Safari Zone. What's the EV spread plus moves? So there's a couple of different ideas I have for it. I plan to kind of use it for like, not like a stall team, but like a defensive team. I plan to pair it with a Milotic and probably a Skarmory. The Skarmory I'm going to have to breed for sure, because I want it to have Drill Peck. You're tired of seeing Goldeen. I feel like a lot of people that go fishing, because most people fish for the Dratini or Dragonair, and they just get Seeking and Goldeen and everybody else under the sun, and it's terrible. Six. It's my Snorlax from my Ribbon Master. Rest Claydol has been your guy in ADV. So like the spread, like the moves that I was planning to use was kind of like the reason why it's like 6 IV, because like everybody knows me. I always run like either like 0 attack, minus attack natures for Pokemon that are like special attackers. Oops. But this one I plan to like have it be mixed. So it has like Earthquake, Ice Beam, Explosion, Psychic. And like, I don't know. That's kind of like the idea, at least. I got a Golbat. It's still in the works exactly what I want, but I feel like Brave in general is a pretty decent nature for Claydol. I think Relaxed is always the ADV one though. Like you always go Relaxed in ADV. Okay, let's see here. Golbat. Bashful nature. Level 40. 7. 69. 69. 68. 75. And 87. ADV is usually adamant. Interesting. Okay. I thought ADV was usually relaxed. Alright, so we hit seed 1420. So we were 3 early. So we'll do just a little. We'll do the adjustment. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. The rare Ice Beam set isn't? Really? Is it modest? My boss is texting me. Please stop. Not sure. I've never used it because I don't think it's very good. Fair enough. To be honest, I don't know if Ice Beam is necessarily the move I will choose for this. But you know, I would way rather KO Zapdos or Meds with Boom than hope Ice Beam does enough. Right. 4, 5, 6. The thing is though, like for this, because I'm pairing it with Milotic, because like Milotic and Claydol just are such a good defensive core, being able to like take the Ice Beam off of Milotic, I feel like allows you to use this like a different move if you wanted to. But realistically, you can take away Ice Beam from Claydol, put the Ice Beam on Milotic, and then pick a different move. Makuhita. Let this Makuhita be the one that tells us we're on seed. It's a quirked up Makuhita. Level 36. 2, 4, 9, 4, 1, 2, 8, 2, 7. Ah! We're too early. 2 frames early. At least Milo should be able to OHKO some Menses with Ice Beam. Okay. 1 second. I have to... God, people are being stupid. Never ever be like a manager ever for anything. At least, yeah. So, because like obviously I can just do like the basic, surf. 5, 6. The basic surf, Ice Beam, recover, toxic, with Milo. But I was thinking of like using something like safeguard, or something like. Something weird with it was an idea. Give it Dragon Fang. I don't think that I will. Sandy. But I know for the 2 I want to use is Claydol and Milotic. And I think like the 3rd Pokemon that I was, you know, thinking about has to be something that handles like grass types, obviously. So, Skarmory, Zapdos. It could, in theory, be Moltres, but less so Moltres because Ludicolo is a thing that neither Claydol or Milo wants to be against. Milo gets Light Screen, but as a TM, you gotta egg. But not as a TM, you gotta egg move for it. Yeah, but then I can just put the Ice Beam on Milo and then give Light Screen to Claydol. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The timer kind of lagged there for a second, so I'm not sure I'm going to get it this time. Get something good into Psychics. That's why I was like, I think Skarm is just like the best answer. Because Skarmory resists Psychic types, right? Steel resists Psychic, right? Ooh, another Makuhita. Lottie, Scardy, Starmie, Zam all hit Claydol, and Milo super effective. Yeah, so like Skarm is not good into Psychics. Well, I guess I was also just kind of thinking Psychic type moves in general. But I see what you're saying, where they just kind of have all the coverage moves. I know what you're saying. Oh my gosh, now we're late by 5. Three, 4, 5, 6. I thought that one was gonna be off too, because the timer kind of lagged there. Maybe I shouldn't have adjusted, but it's whatever. Good into Psychics. What's up, passing? We are gaming. We're slowly closing in on our seed. Ever so slightly. Good into Psychics. That's hard though, because like Starmie wrecks both Milo and Claydol. 4, 5, 6. And like to an extent, I'd say Starmie also really ruins Zapdos too. It's not as bad, but it's still bad. Because Starmie outspeeds Zapdos 90% of the time. Mirror Coat Milo. Maybe. It's an idea. Ooh, the Yama. Cold nature. That's pretty bad for you, fella. $94, $67, $42, $62, $45. 141F. That was what, 4? Yeah, it was 4. We can look this down to about 10 seeds. Six. Which facility is this team going to? It's just going to be a tower team, just for fun. Maybe Dome. Dome might be better. It's just a little more fun thing to use. Blissey or maybe Umbreon, but I'm not sure how much I like the team comp. Well, okay. So let's base the team around Claydol. Because I want to use Claydol. That's the guy I want to use. I think Milotic does very well having defensive synergy with Claydol. They cover each other very well, in my opinion, for their weaknesses. Maybe that's more an ADV mindset than a Frontier mindset, I guess. But I feel like a lot of that translates over still. Two, three, four, five, six. Gyarados also works with Claydol. I feel like a lot of water types work with Claydol. Gyarados probably more so. I feel like that's more offensive though. I don't know. I think the thing is too, Vreeze, if I put Blissey on the team, then we just got like absolutely destroyed by physical attackers. It doesn't matter about type effectiveness at that point. Something that could take normal hits would also be nice. Yeah. The idea I had was just like, can a defensive based, like defensive orientated team do well? Not necessarily stall, but like something that's a defensively based, can it do well? Which I think like is not anything new. Like I'm not saying no one's ever done that before. It's just anytime you look at Pokemon that aren't necessarily offensive, it just is stall, like toxic stalling. That's not exactly what I was aiming for with the team. 36, 80, 40, 32, 27, 32, 51. Defensive teams are broken. I think defensive teams... Oh! Alright, well, we were one frame off, so I'm not adjusting the timer. Defensive teams are broken. Yeah, no, like, that's what I'm saying is, like... Hold on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For example, I think, like, I had watched a Jimothy Cool video, and he talked about cores in the team. Like cores in the video. And, like, some of the cores he brought up was, like, obviously Skarm Bliss was a really good defensive core. And then he brought up, I think it was Milotic and Steelix as a very good, like, defensive core. So I think maybe I like KT's idea where Gyarados pairs really well with Claydol, because then at least, because like you can build Gyarados to be more defensive with like Thunder Wave and stuff like that. But if they're not extremely strong, you're just waiting to get crit to end your streak. Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Let this be the one. Let this be the one. Let's just freaking stop messing around here. And let's just be a little bit serious for a second. All right, what Pokemon do we have? Show me Hariyama. Holy crap, it's Hariyama. Like my Dusclops Umbreon Arrow team, the idea is pretty nice, but they're not tanky enough to survive against something like Mash Crit. Okay, so let's base it off of your team then. What would you do to fix that? Like, what have you thought about to be able to fix that? I mean, it's adamant nature too. I mean, truthfully, I don't think necessarily like Dusclops is a bad Pokemon to put on this team. I think it answers your thing that you were saying earlier about like something to tank normal attacks. And I think, for example, Meteor Mash as an example, both Milotic and I believe Claydol resists it. 1426. Was that 3 late? Let's try this timer one more time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The fix is not use the team. Okay, but like, I mean, that's kind of sad if that's the answer. I feel like you could, I don't know. For most people, when they say that, like, I feel like you, Benson, or if I'm around, I'll be like, okay, well, what's the EV spreads? And kind of deep dive into the EVs and see if there's anything that can change. But I know you've already done that. So that's why I kind of trust to say that it's like, you know, yeah, that's why I decided not to do a second attempt after optimizing EVs. Yeah, like that's, so you know, like I don't know, that's what I would come to is like, okay, let's see if there's a way to optimize it. This is the frontier. It is the final frontier. Six. Okay. Come on. Give it to me. Give me. Seed 1423. Just because a team seems good in theory doesn't mean it's actually good. You and I have been down this road many times where like you put it on paper everything looks fantastic. The moment you start playing it, all the flaws come out. I always try to be, I don't know. Maybe I'm just too optimistic. Naive optimism, maybe. Where I think, no, it has to be able to work. It has to be. Docile. Just a docile little guy. One, 4, 2, 7. We're going in the opposite direction. We're adjusting. I could definitely beat the team's PB of 137, but I could just as easily lose Naive for sure. Thanks, Freeze. Appreciate that. No, I trust you. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hello? Soft reset, please. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Sometimes the buttons just do not be buttoning. Just pulling a mode of soft reset so much doesn't work anymore. Unfortunately, you know, I've been spoiled by like emulator RNG because this would take me like 5 seconds to do, which is not good. Like, I don't think that that's fun. Like, doing this, at least I feel like I'm doing something. You know what I mean? Emulator, I'm literally just pressing, like, going frame by frame to hit frame. Like, emulator RNG is such a joke. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. At least you have to press A at the right time. That's just Jenny or Mons. Honestly, it really is. Don't get me wrong. I can tell how people say like this is cheating. Like, you know, but emulator RNG. Oh my god, dude! Like, that is quite literally the easiest thing I've ever done in my life. Like, I feel like when people think of RNG manipulation, that's what I think people think of, is like going frame by frame by frame and like getting it first try. This is an impish one. Eight, 62, 37, 55, 55. Oh my gosh, 141F again, man. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. please be the one. I've always sucked at this RNG. Hitting seeds is never my strong suit. Which doesn't make any sense because I'm just pressing A. Like, pressing A to get the seed and pressing A to get the Pokemon is the exact same thing. But for some reason, I just choke this part of the RNG for hours. Six. Felt like that was late. But I'm gonna go check just because. Nope. Golbat. Oh, Laron. Haven't seen a Laron yet today. Lonely Laron. Okay. 1427. We are rubber banding back and forth. So I'm gonna put this to like negative like 110. Two, three, four, five, six. And we'll see what happens. I think maybe I was supposed to go the opposite way and put it to like 120, but we'll see. Two, three, four, five, six. will this be it? I don't think so. I think I went the wrong way when I was adjusting the timer. This will be a Whismer. Loudred. It's a serious nature. One 26, 68, 41, 64, 51, and 49. 1425. So we were 2 frames late. I'll put that in here. Let's see if that updates. 143. Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Slowly but surely, we will get the seed. And then once we get the seed, like, I'm golden once I get the seed. I don't know what's wrong with me. Don't know why I am the way that I am, but that's how I am. We hit frame 2255 with that, but that doesn't necessarily matter. There's a chance that this clay doll could also be used for ADV. Me and KT can play some ADV together with this. I'll make some clones of it or something. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Golbat, level 40. Timid nature. I feel like that's really bad for a Golbat. $68, $70, $61, $71, and $84. We hit 1425. After adjusting because we hit 1425. That's crazy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This slow music is making me almost fall asleep at my desk. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Please be the one, man. Whismer. This is gonna be a Whismer. It's a gold bat again. Gosh darn it. It's level 38. Adamant nature. 4 80 67 52 68 3. Oh my gosh, 1421. Six. At least it's not an incredibly long wait time for the seed. It's just annoying that I am 2 frames slow, then you adjust and it's 2 frames late, and then you adjust and it's 2 frames early, 2 frames. God. That is the most infuriating thing about RNG for me. WRNG stream. What's up, Sauce Boss? We are rubber banding around our seed right now. Yeah, it's annoying. But we're gonna get there. And then we're gonna get our Baltoy, and we're all gonna be happy. And I hope you're doing well. Sayama. Understood on so many levels. Yep, we adjusted because we're trying to hit seed 1423, and we hit seed 1425, adjusted, and then we hit seed 1421, and then we adjusted, and then we hit seed 1425, and it's just been like that for the past hour. But hopefully this serious Hariyama will put an end to our little surge. 174, 110, 55, 47, 59, 52. I don't feel like I've put in those stats before, but let's see. We were 1 seed late. We hit seed 1424. We are not adjusting our timer. We are locking in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, here we go. This is the one. 15 seconds, we're going to be on the right seed. And that's the first part done. And then we got to get the battle video, see what frame we're on. Maybe you have to sit in a battle for a little bit. 3, 4, 5, 6. What targets have I hit recently? I have not been doing RNG as of recent. I was doing a lot of fire red and leaf green RNG, but I was using the ace code, so I didn't have to worry about seed, because I hate doing the seed on fire red and leaf green. I think my most recent retail RNG where I was getting the seed and all that stuff, I think I was getting a timid 5 IV. It wasn't shiny, but it was a Smeargle in Emerald. I think the last time I was like really getting Pokemon, I think I was using Ace to what's it called? Get like the XD exclusive Pokemon. So like I have Zapdos with Baton Pass, and as far as like the game and PKX and all that stuff, I would take it to a competitive event, they would say it's legal. I did one for my Moltres as well, so it could have Morning Sun, and that was the last thing I was really doing glitch wise. Beerus, what's up, man? How are you doing? It's been a while since I've seen you on my stream. 1424 again. I'm not adjusting. Wait, there's an ace code for that? Yeah, it's actually, I'll pull it up and I'll tell you what it is called. Let's see. Fire red. It's the second ace code on the eShark generator. It's called change PRNG seed and teleport bootstrapped parentheses. And you just need to know which warp you need to go to, and it will warp you to the door once you exit the code. There's also like you can stay like put like 5,000 advances away, so like you can run up and do whatever. It's a pretty neat code. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But if I get seed 1424 with this one more time, I'll adjust. But yeah, Beerus, I have not seen you in my stream in a while, but it's always good to see one of the OGs. You and Beavers were my first people that I've ever streamed to. It was getting the stall Scizor with Morning Sun and Substitute from XD. I still have that Scizor. I've still yet to use it. Just started a new leaf green for Staryu, doing Mankey now. Nice. Staryu is always a fun one. Mankey is annoying. Seed's so annoying. How do you like XD? So XD, I was just doing like soft resets. So it wasn't too bad, but I cannot do XD RNG. Hold on, let me stop messing around for a second. Let me lock in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You also haven't streamed much recently. Yeah, with me moving and all, you know, I wasn't really able to stream that much, as well as like my capture card kind of crap in the bed. You know, I didn't want to, because like I don't like doing RNGs on emulator. I don't think they're like interesting to watch. So, you know, doing RNGs on console I think are at least a little bit more interesting, if you feel like you don't necessarily like it. But yeah, first time to watch your stream in a while. It's always nice to see you in the stream because you're always, you know, pretty cool, pretty chill. Oh, another Laron. I know I've seen Beerus in a lot of Riley streams. Well, not a lot, but here and there. This is a brave Laron. $192, $125, $52, $47, $6. Are you, brother? We hit seed 1422. Ah. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Woke up at 3 a.m. so here I am. It's funny because when I first started the stream, I forgot to grab my sweet center, and I said to myself, "Oh, let me just grab Beaveries out of my PC." And I think Sandy was just like, "Oh, now you woke him up." And here you are. Damn you. You sensed it. You're like, Amaryllis is streaming. We have to come in there and troll and tell him that his team sucks. Which you didn't say, but in my mind you said it. I'm making up these scenarios. Yeah, I usually catch it Saturdays streams since I work late those days. Tuesdays I work early. Catches Tuesday streams about an hour late. That sounds about right. I usually stream on Fridays like around lunchtime, but 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Please. But like I was telling people earlier, I went to hang out with some friends at his house, have some barbecue wings, swim in the pool, have some pizza, drink some beers. Have a good old time. We were. It was a nice time. You're hungry now. Yeah, they made... Oops. I only had the chicken wings because I don't like hot dogs or anything like that. I think I know who this is. I don't want it to be. I think this is Seed 1425. Seed 1426. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm gonna go grab a drink. I have to answer a text message as well because people are being idiots at my job and I can never just have a day. But I'll be right back. All right, we are back. I'm definitely not adjusting the timer either because that was just a weird fluke. But got my water. 5, 6. Oops. That was off. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. But yeah, my one piece of advice to everybody, never ever get into administrative position because you will get text messages at 11 o'clock at night. When you're trying to RNG a freaking Baltoy, don't they know what's going on? Don't they know I got more important things to do? Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Preaching to the choir on that. Yeah. Yeah. You hate being important at work. Oh, I wish I was not important. I wish I could just fade away into the background. Okay, I was about to say, if this is the same guy. One, 4, 2, 7. Okay. We are clearly going backwards. We'll give this seed, give this one more shot. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Speaking of work, just finished. I'm back. Welcome back, Peter. We are no closer to getting this shiny. And somehow, even though I, didn't work today. We are still not pressing the A button very well. Getting the seed is probably the most annoying part of this. Working on your days off. Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's alright though. We got some RNG, we got some Pokemon, we got the boys hanging out. Life could be a lot worse. Got a gold bat. Are you building a team for this? A yacht lab? Yeah. So the idea behind it that I was talking about earlier is I want to pair it with a Milotic, and then I'm not sure who is going to be the third Pokemon, but yeah, that's the idea. If not, there was someone in the chat earlier, his name's KT. Me and him usually play some ADV every now and again, and might be used for that. Oh yes, we're on seed, boys. Hold on. Sleeping doesn't give you XP, clearly. A recognition of your dedication and hard work. You present with you more work. By the way, since I'm late, did I miss the Baltoy? Nope, we are about to get the Baltoy. Herbert, come on. So we hit frame 2393 with that Golbat. Poliwhirl. I need something that sucks. No. Yes, the Voltorb. Vibrava. Okay, there we go. Not sleeping reduces XP growth, though. To some. Okay. There's someone who I want to try to play Gen 4 OU with in Blissey's server. Dragonite, Mew, Cloyster. I don't know 4th yet. Well, you always gotta have Jirachi for Gen 4. You always gotta have Jirachi for Gen 4. Alright, so now we just gotta lose this battle. I mean, technically we could win and record it, but losing is fine too. But now I need to do some more calibrating. So target seed is that. Where's our target frame? 7565. Is that the, hold on. I'm going to pull this up. I'm going to do this, wild 2. It's Route 111, Baltoy, Star Square, Brave, generate. Generate? Oh, seed is 1423. That's why. 1423. What? Oh, synchronize, duh. Synchronize, Brave, Wild 2, generate. There we go. 7565. So it looks like we're not gonna have to do any like waiting either. I forgot that this was a synchronized RNG too. So while we go ahead and lose this battle slowly but surely to this spoink, anybody else have any anything else that they're working on in their emeralds or Gen 3 stuff? Gen 3 building a team around Charizard, but mostly want Staryu, not in Fire Red. Then gonna ace Perfect Mewtwo in the kick guy from the dojo. Nice. Yeah, I really only have used Ace recently to do the stuff for the XD exclusive Pokemon. Just because I played through XD on my own just to realize that you can't really soft reset for the birds in that game, and I got one with a bad nature and bad IVs, and I had already been playing for about like 20 hours, so wasn't really happy with that. Let me whirlwind you away. Working on my factory streak. I hit 36 a couple days ago, but I lost. Haven't been back at that number yet. Factory was not a fun facility for me. I did not enjoy it. Didn't like it. Really didn't want to play it, honestly, but had to. About to play some right now, too. The factory giveth and the factory taketh away. Also got my shiny Mudkip last week on my Ruby. I'll probably build a team around that. Nice. I also have a shiny Mudkip on my Japanese Ruby because Riley would make fun of me and say that I have all fake Pokemon and I've never earned a shiny. So I had to do that for him real quick and get a shiny Mudkip. Alright, so we need to save the battle video. Yes. Okay. I need to get a decent bold Milo for my Palace team. Are you going to go through the Ruby Sapphire Tower for that? Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're just going to go ahead and we know we're on frame, or we know we're on the seed, so we just need to know what frame we're on. And we know we were at like 2 something. So let's go to Victory Road. Let's start from like 2200. And let's just see what frame we're on, roughly. Classic Riley trolling. I know it. Gen 3 starters are 2 peak, man. Yeah, they are. They're also one of the more easy, or not easy, but beginner friendly. Well, hold on, let me try that again. More beginner friendly soft resets to do. You're breeding for it? But did you capture like a 6 IV one and are you using that to breed for it? Is what I'm saying. Maybe I'm more interested in Battle Tower and Ribbon Master. They each have their pros and cons. All right, let's see. What frame are we roughly around? Bold 110. 76, 141, 57, 53, 38. Uh, 110, 76, 141, 57, 53, 38. Why are you not here? Maybe you're a different wild encounter? Wild 4. Nope. Wild, whoop. Wild 1. Where are you? Oh, that's because I'm looking up that. Where? What? 40. 110. 76. 141. 57. 53. And 38. What the heck? Whoa. This is saying that we're at like frame advance 15,843. That's pretty crazy if that's true. Next shiny will hopefully be Shiny Teddy Ursa, then maybe Trapinch. Shiny Teddy Ursa is pretty cool, but we're gonna go ahead and take a look at this battle video one more time. Because for it to be that high is pretty insane. But if it is that high, I mean, we can kind of fix it. Because we're using Synchronize, so we can kind of manipulate the Baltoy a little bit. Yeah, so it looks like we're at about frame 15,900. Which kind of sucks because that goes way past what we wanted for our Baltoy. But we can fix that a little bit. So we'll go Route 111. Baltoy. Shiny Star Square. None. Generate. So let's do Synchronize. And we'll use Brave. We'll generate those. I'm gonna do a little bit of movie magic here. man. I don't understand how we got so many frame advances. Excuse me. Oh, and seeing her, I mean, my shiny hunting Makuhita as well. Well, since you mentioned that, and because we kind of made a little oopsie, I am going to go ahead and rather than RNG manip a Baltoy, we might go for a Makuhita instead. Man, this kind of blows. Because all of our shinies on this seed from our initial advance of 1500 are not very good. They're just not that great. Alright, get some nice food, Beerus. Now, I'm curious if we, say we do some old rod fishing in Dewford Town for a Magikarp. What we got going on? We got anything? Do we have anything that's like half decent? Like say I put a adamant synchronizer in front. We ain't got nothing going on, man. That is crazy. I can't believe we overshot by that much. But I guess that's kind of the way the cookie crumbles a little bit. Like, I feel like you can only do ace if you want to get this Baltoy. Well then. I guess we can, do this. Because we can also just kind of, like, not for nothing, we can just kind of search for another Baltoy. Or whatever. We'll just get a random shiny ball. We'll just get a random shiny. What's a good shiny to get? Here, we'll go for a Spoink. Just because I don't really have enough time to go ahead and get a new battle video. We'll get a Spoink. Absol? Let's see if I could do Absol. What route is Absol on? 114? Nope. 117? We can do Absol. Let's go ahead and do Absol. Now this one is not competitively viable, but Absol on a Premier Ball? I can do that. This one will not be competitively viable, like I said, but you know, I think it's still kind of fun. So I need to kind of do some math real quick, so I'm gonna pull up a calculator. Ooh, I think our music stopped too. Let's do this one. So I'm gonna rough estimate it, but I believe, yeah, 15. Let's do this, do this. So we need to hit 28852, and we are subtracting 15929 equals that. Advances 12923. So a little bit of a 3-minute wait real quick. Probably not going to be shiny on the first try, but it would be pretty cool if it is. Do you remember your last full odd shiny? Yeah, it was the Mudkip. It was the Mudkip about a couple months ago. Or actually, no. Actually, this week, or last week, I think, I got a factory shiny Clefable. I don't think I've ever got a full odds in any Gen 3 game. It's just, you know, it's luck of the draw. I think in total I spent about 2 weeks on the Mudkip, maybe 3 weeks. But it was just a matter of just time. You know, it just takes time sometimes. I got in a shiny Poochyena first. after about 1,000 soft resets, and then I got the Mudkip after about 2,000 or so. So how many encounters are we at now? This is going to be number 1, Sandy, and you'll be pleasantly surprised that we're not doing Baltoy because I I made a mistake. Who would have thought? So we're going for Absol instead of Baltoy. Are you going to play the new mainline games? Probably not. I don't have a Switch 2, so probably will not be playing that. I'll probably watch some Let's Plays or live streams of it, though. Wasn't really a big fan of any of the starters either this time around. Absol's such a go to shiny. I also have Premier and Timer Balls, so once we get him, he'll have a pretty good matching Pokeball. Hunter 1 BDSP, I need one for Gen 4. Let me know if you want a competitive one. I'll get you a shiny competitive. Like the water starters and the name Waves, they got me. Yeah, I think the music also, I mean, the one thing I'll say about Pokemon is like the music is like always good. So I heard like the live orchestrated one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is obviously not going to be it because of the sweet scent time. Alright, so we are going for this. We are going for frame 28852. So 28852, 28852. We'll make this a 9. Make this a 7. Oops. This is 7. There we go. 27852, 29852. 0. We are on route 120. And this is a Meryl. Okay. No, I want a legit one. Whatever, Sandy. It's a lonely Meryl. Level 25. 75. 16. 30. 15. 35. 29. We're at 28404. Hit 28852. 28404. Oops. Last 4. So we were early by 448 frames, so add 1, 2, 9, 2, 3. So hit this 1, 3, 3, 7, 1. Update. Bro, reset, please. Thank you. I just hit 50 rare candies 16 hours later. What were you doing? Were you just like pickup grinding? Yeah, to check IVs. Nice. Yeah, if only BD or well, you're not in BDSP. You're in regular Gen 4. So I don't think there's any like a really cheap way to grind for rare candies besides pickup, which is really annoying. $50 rare candies though is pretty crazy. I feel like you only really need like 15 max. Pachirisu the goat. Pachirisu, it's whatever. Well, the funny part about it is Sandy is on Heart Gold Soul Silver. I'm almost 100% sure. Even though I think, isn't it faster to breed in Diamond and Pearl, or not Diamond Pearl, but Platinum? But the Battle Frontier is unanimously better in Heart Gold Soul Silver. So like you have to breed in Platinum, but then trade them over. It's a big cluster. I know when I do get to Gen 4 and start doing Gen 4 videos and streams, I definitely want to have an Infernape on my team. I do breeding on Heart Gold Soul Silver. I just heard that it's slower. Like the bike is slower and the route isn't as good and so on and so forth. Close combat. Well, even like mixed Infernape is pretty cool. The route sucks. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Heart Gold Soul Silver breeding. It's better to breed in Heart Gold Soul Silver because you get the power item IVs. But can't you transfer that to Platinum? Or does it just not work in Platinum? Like you can bring the items over, but they just don't do anything. See, this is why Sandy needs to make his video. Two, three, four, five, six. Let's see it. Shiny Absol after one adjustment. That would be pretty cool. Nope, it's another Meryl. It's a Meryl. A Meryl ass. Where's Maxie when you need him? They don't do anything? Yeah, I didn't. I would assume if you don't trade them over, then they probably just don't do anything. Well, that's interesting to know. When did the Destiny Knot start doing its thing? Was that like Generation 6? Careful. Living up to the name, I know, right? 27, 81, 21, 32, 20, 36, 34. Gen 6, yeah, I thought so. Ooh. Which one is it? So it's one of these. Do I have rare candies on me? I do. $28, $84, $22, $33, $21, $37, $35. Okay, so we hit frame 27985. Two, 8, 2 minus 2, 7, 5, 5, 8. What's that? Plus 1, 2, 9, 2, 3 equals. We have 1, 3, 8. 7 update. I want to have a full setup for my synchronized Umbreons. I just finally got to read all your messages, Sandy. Holy crap. But you are the Gen 4 master, it would appear. Alright, so we were 894 frames off. We need to hit this. We were 894 frames early. Right? Ooh, I think I went the wrong way. Def non-mass really getting there. Ooh. Did I go to the wrong way? I think I did. Wait, hold on. I'm tweaking out. We hit this. Yeah, okay. Whoopsies. Minus 1, 2, 9, 2, 3 equals minus 1, 2, 9, 2, 3. Whoopsies. My bad, boys. I always do that. Luckily, and this is why this RNG is so cool. So you can just redo this. Okay, I'm gonna catch up on Sanity's messages. Destiny not so busted for breeding. It's so nice. They did so much breeding in that game. I got a few 6 IVs. I want a full setup of synchronized Umbreons. What do you mean a full setup of synchronized Umbreons? Like Umbreons with synchronized that all have different natures? Like an Umbreon of every nature. Okay, okay. Umbreon is probably like my favorite Pokemon to use in like singles. I think it's just so good at like being a wall / setup, and then you just. I had an Umbreon in Scarlet and Violet. It was a shiny Umbreon. I had it bottle capped out at 31 IVs all over the place, and I think I tried to EV train it, but I wasn't used to EV training on that game, and they had like Calm Mind, and then it used stored power to just kind of annihilate everything. But like, that was just single player, so it's not like it was actually like good competitively. Umbreon's how you got your first silver and gold and emerald. I have a shiny Umbreon in this save file. I'll show it after we get the Absol, and then we'll call it a night. And then maybe we'll stream tomorrow too. Try to redo the Baltoy. That might be a good idea. And then I'll probably also like meet up with Benson and Beavries and KT to kind of get a better nature, because I don't think Brave is actually like the nature I should be going for. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see it, baby. Shiny Absol. 3, 2, 1. Nope. It's a fucking Meryl. The bane of my existence, a Meryl. No way, is this the same guy? It is. It's the same guy. 27958. How did I manage that? Okay, let's give that a shot. It kind of sucks too because I grabbed my Brave Abra from my Fire Red, traded it over here just so we could do the Baltoy. And freaking, I just completely screwed the pooch, not even thinking about how early the frames were for the RNG. Like, I think I would struggle doing that RNG on emulator too. I would definitely be able to do it. It's just 7,000 frames. I just wasn't even thinking, man. But I would need to be like perfect leaving the contest hall, going to probably Lava Ridge, and then going there and not encountering anything else. And then even then, you need to make sure it's on the correct like wild encounter chart instead of like wild 1 or wild 4. RNG's hard, man. I think tomorrow, if I do stream, we'll do Fire Red, some Fire Red RNG, or try to do the Baltoy. 24K Buddha, what's the future build for the Baltoy? Well, the Baltoy was going to be kind of a mixed attacker to pair with Milotic. However, after doing the RNG for the Seed for tonight, we completely overshot the target for Baltoy today, so we're going to try to reclaim the Baltoy on a later stream over the weekend. So right now we're just going to try to do a quick little shiny RNG for an Absol and call it the night there. But unfortunately, Baltoy will not be here tonight. We will do Baltoy probably tomorrow or Sunday. But I appreciate you stopping by. But in about 20 seconds, there's going to be a red Absol on my screen. 100% money back, not guaranteed. Two, three, four, five, six. Alright, here it is. Shiny Absol. Screen went red because that's what's going to happen. It's going to be a red Absol. Nope, it's a pooch. But at least it is not a Meryl. I love your Glalie build. Inspired me to make my own. Nice, man. Yeah, Glalie was one of those guys that was just kind of one of my fun guys to make. I've tried making him work in a couple other facilities, maybe doing another team with him. But yeah, Glalie, he's my guy. Had a lot of fun using him with the Suicune and the Steelix. Lonely nature. Name it Azelf. Are you talking about the Absol? You want me to name it Azelf? You know, Sandy, this was supposed to be like a quick little stream, and I was gonna hop in Discord with you so we could, you know, talk about some of the stuff that you're working on, but it did not turn out that way. 22, 23, 24, 27, 28. That's what I thought, lol. Ooh. We're still getting some... No, don't evolve, don't evolve, don't evolve. Don't evolve, stop it. That's what you thought, Peter? You know, it's funny. Everybody, like listen, all seriousness, I'm cool with the jokes about RNG because I think at the end of the day, it is kind of ridiculous to go through all this work for one Pokemon when other people, you know, like it's... Anyways, all these programs and stuff for just for a Pokemon, just for some pixels, is pretty crazy. But oh, lovely! It's 3 of them with the same IVs. Are you fucking with me? We're just gonna go with the closest one then. So it's, you know, I completely lost track of what I was saying too. So I was just gonna say, sometimes RNGs are just as patient testing as shiny hunts. That's what I'll say. Christ alive, can I use a calculator? I was in Discord with Maxie for a while, but now I'm getting ready for bed. True. I know Maxie was in there snitching. But what I was trying to say a second ago, only if you're really bad at RNG. It's not even... Okay, like... This is easy RNG. This is easy. I'm out of practice. I am bad right now. I will 100% admit that. But some RNGs are not exactly easy either. Like, I wouldn't recommend someone who's a beginner doing a Teachy TV RNG. That's not very fun. Pokemon XD RNG is not very fun. As someone who really likes RNG and really likes doing stuff like this, I'd rather soft reset in XD. Just being 100% honest. Maybe RNG for GameCube. Not even GameCube. Not even GameCube, because Coliseum, there's a lot of tools. God, my fucking nails. Disgusting. Coliseum has a lot of tools and a lot of other stuff where it's not hard. It's just time consuming. You just kind of sit at a screen for a couple of hours, if that. You know, sometimes you can get a seed where you sit there for 30 minutes and you get it. But overall, Coliseum is not very hard. Pokemon XD is hard because the intro battle animations will advance frames at a unreliable amount. So you'll need to do, like, say for example, the first area with Cypher. After you get... like the professor gets kidnapped, you go save him, that area has no noise, so it's really nice. You know, you don't have to worry about other areas affecting your RNG state. What does affect the RNG state is those little, like, colored Cypher peons. Each of their battle animations advance the frames at a certain amount. But if, like, say you battle one that you don't care about, you get the... It's called, like... end frames or something like that, and then that's the consistent frame that you know the battle will start in, so then you can start the battle on time. Super annoying, super complicated, and sometimes you sit there resetting for 6 hours and you don't even get a good enough seed. Like Beer said, extremely tedious, extremely annoying, and inconsistent, and really, really annoying and difficult. That's where I think RNG becomes like not fun for me. TGTV I think is fun. I'm not very good at it, but I think it's more fun. This is super fun to me. I love Emerald RNG, but yeah. Anyways, that's my that's my rant about XD RNG. Like, I would rather soft reset. Like, I'm just being honest. I'm just gonna soft reset in XD at this point. I'm never, like, if I want a Baltoy with refresh with decent IVs, I'm just resetting in front of him. But then it goes back to what I was saying earlier. Emulator RNG, the easiest thing in the world. A toddler can do that. It is no skill, not fun. Just, as B said earlier, it is quite literally, like, it might be faster than genning. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like, all of this, you don't have to worry about. Being frame perfect doesn't matter. You just count the frames. Look, it's a little bee freeze. Let's see, it's a serious nature. Six, 59, 31, 38, 50, 39, 25. All right, 28881. Minus 28881. So we were 29 late. Minus 1, 9. Oops, 1, 2, 9, 2, 3. 12, 9, 5, 2. Update. Slowly but surely, we're locking in. I don't understand why this is like this. It's like, does anybody else see this? It's like ghosting. Speaking of GameCube RNG, I remember I was trying to RNG the Mareep in XD to have like Heal Bell and Hidden Power Ice so I could take it through the pike. And I think I spent about a week trying to do it and trying to learn everything I could about that RNG. And like, I just couldn't do it. I can't even do XD RNG on emulator. That is how, like, difficult it is for me personally. Along with the fact that a lot of the guides are like written guides and not a lot of video guides. At least like good video guides. There's not a lot. Ooh, good song. What just happened? Yes, I'm still watching. Don't ever ask me that again. Literally said good song and it tries to stop me. Ooh, you know what? Another great Pokemon that I want to RNG is probably Vulpix and Ninetales. I had one with Spite and Hypnosis, thinking that that would be really cool as like a stall Pokemon. But it didn't work out the way I wanted it to. You're not watching, you're just listening, you liar. You don't know what's on the second monitor, Beavries. I'm very sad Charm is XD only. I know, man. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So like you can get Charm, but no Shiny. Or you can get Shiny, but no Charm. I hate it. Meryl. Hypnosis is... I put Hypnosis on and then I realized I was like... Hypnosis is not accurate. I always liked the Mount Pyre and the previous song that I was playing, Instant Nostalgia. Mount Pyre is so good. Ghost Monkey, I hope there's cats on the second monitor. There's cats outside the room right now. Little kitten that will jump up on here and try to lay right here in front of everything if I don't keep her out. Meryl. Serious. It's a serious Meryl. It's real serious, guys. Come on, real serious. 70, 19, 34, 20, 37, 26. 28854. Ooh, we're close. 28852 minus 28854. We were too late. So we hit 1, 2, 9, 2, 5. And that should be our last. That should be our last adjustment. I won't be on for long, just trying to pass out. Riley and I got a big Beyblade tournament tomorrow. Oh yeah, shoot, Matt? I think you're Matt. I know you're one of Riley's in real life friends, but it's nice to see you in the stream too. Don't don't tell Riley what I'm doing. He'll yell at me. How we looking? We are 2 frames off. We are about to get this Absol. But good luck at your tournament, guys. Is this the one with the big not the big tournaments? Jesus Christ, the big prize where it's like a $100 Beyblade is for first place. That's fine. People run proxy cards and Magic the Gathering too. Yeah, well, you know, I don't play Magic. I play Yu-Gi-Oh, you know, because Yu-Gi-Oh is more complicated than Magic, so... And we don't really allow proxies there. Yeah, he's gone. All Out is the prizing for this one. Probably a bit too much. Hey, Riley, you know, the one thing I'll say about Riley is when he does something, he does something. Like, he doesn't do things small. It's go big or go home. So, I can respect him for that. People run proxy cards in Magic the Gathering too. Really got to me though. That shit's funny. I actually have a funny story about proxy cards. There was this kid that came to our locals, and this was when I was really getting a bit more competitive when it came to Yu-Gi-Oh. So like I was buying staples, and like the staples I couldn't afford, I would find, like I would research like the cheaper alternatives, stuff like that. So like for example, for anybody who knows Yu-Gi-Oh, Infinite Impermanence back in the day was like $100 card. Not 100, maybe more like $60 to $70 card. You played 3 of each, so you know, $200 for playset for me was a big deal. So like I found a card called Forbidden Chalice, which is not necessarily as good, but has its benefits over Infinite Impermanence, and it was like $1 a copy. So I was learning to play, and this kid came, and he had all the staple cards like Triple Tactics Talents. He had Forbidden Droplet, and at the time those cards were like $100 a copy and had playsets of each. And we looked at it and we're like, hey man, we're not gonna be mean about this right now, but like someone looked at his cards and took them out of the sleeve because they're like, that doesn't look right. He had bought fake cards, and I was so mad. I was like, bro, those cards are $100 a copy for a reason. They're the most broken cards right now. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I was considering getting into Beyblades recently. I saw scalpers were also scalping Beyblades, and I was like, I'm out. Yeah, that's the nice thing. Ooh, there's an Absol. That's a red Absol. That's a shiny Absol right there, baby. Nice. People are scalping Beyblades now. That's crazy. The lucky thing is people haven't like started scalping Yu-Gi-Oh yet. He's very good at Beyblade. There's going to be a lot of big players coming to this one. That's awesome, man. I hope you guys do really good. It was $100 at one point. Yeah, I know. Which one are you talking about? Because I know Droplets was well over $100. And I know yeah, the serialized cards are gonna be a big thing. Thrust. Oh yeah, no, Thrust was I bought like 4 boxes of Photon Hypernova or whatever it was called. And I got like 2 copies of Thrust. And I sold them. I didn't even sell them to my friend. I kind of just gave it to him. Because I was like, oh, you'll give me like ultis or whatever. I think I got like an ulti Black Rose off of him. And I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. That's fine. But yeah, now, but like back in the, okay, so to finish that story about that kid, we were like, hey man, like just like, we're not gonna make a big deal of it right now. You didn't know, it's fine, it happens, but don't bring him back again. And he's like, okay, I get it. And by the way, not to put this guy on blast, but he's like, we learned too that he's a YouTuber. He has like, right now, I think the last time I checked, he has like 200,000 subs. So like he does YouTube for his job. And so like money is not exactly the issue for him. So that's why we were kind of like, why are you using fake cards? But anyways, he used it again and someone freaked out at him. Buying fake cards is rough, but I don't mind if people run proxies so long as they look real enough. I enjoy having expensive cards, but the game should never be about who has the more expensive deck. I'd rather lose to the skill than the wallet. Yeah, that's my point. Like Yu-Gi-Oh! Thankfully, at least previously, like not this format's rough money-wise, but the previous format was very affordable. Like the best decks cost maybe $100, and if you had your staples, you're fine. So it was, anyways, most of the time when a new set is dropping or if someone doesn't have cards, basically because they're quote sanctioned tournaments, we'll be like, hey, we're using cards from a set that hasn't come out yet. Are you okay with that? And like 90% of the time, they're like, yeah, that's fine. We're even like, listen, we don't care. We just want the testing. You can have the win, but we want to practice with our cards for like the regional coming up or the YCS coming up. Did he get banned? Sounds like a bannable offense. No, like the second time he used it was something that was like more competitive. Like at the locals, we don't really care. Like I'm just being straight up, we don't care. Like if you have a fake card, we'll tell you have a fake card, finish out the tournament, please don't bring it back. It's whatever. We were playing money matches at the time. So that's why the person got really mad. He's like, that's a fake card and we're playing for money. What are you doing? So that's why he got a lot more mad. Now there's so many reprints. I know, dude. It hurts. I bought SP Little Knight for $100 and now it's like 1 cent. I love Kai Below. He's like the exception. Yes. I now use my most powerful card. The credit card. Casual events, it's fine. But for the big tournaments, I do think you should definitely have the real cards. Absolutely. I don't like... Nowadays, like for Yu-Gi-Oh! Specifically, this is why I think it's important for you to have the real cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! There are so many online simulators for you to be able to test with. Dueling Book, EDO Pro, even Master Duel to an extent, you can get the same amount of practice, same skills, same everything before you purchase the cards. Then you can go along to your friend group, borrow the real cards, do that, so on and so forth. I remember I borrowed a bunch of cards for my first PPG event. And like I gave them back to him after the event. I didn't have to buy it. I didn't have to do anything, but I used the real cards. So that's why I'm always just like, in Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't feel like there's a need to proxy. Unless the set has not come out yet and you're going in person, then fine. But like, I don't understand the idea. What are we using now? We're using timer balls. I just don't understand it. I know Magic the Gathering 2, it's a lot more acceptable, like to use proxies. Hey, we got him in a timer ball. That's pretty good still. I know... What's his face? Sandy wanted me to name it Azelf. Does anybody have nature guesses? I know what the nature is. Actually, I don't know what the nature... Actually, I do know... I know what the nature is. Not everyone has money. That's the thing, though. There are very competitive decks that cost $30. And that's not an exaggeration. Like, you go to a retail store, you buy a structure deck, and you can actually absolutely top a regionals. There is someone that won the French national championship with a $30 deck. So it is no longer about money to me. The money is out of the question in terms of Yu-Gi-Oh! You can have a fully competitive deck for $15 to $30. So that's my standpoint on it. In Magic, it's fine in casual play, but there's no store that will publicly allow proxies, honestly. Yeah, and that's the thing. I think Magic is where it becomes harder because Magic is a very, very expensive game. Last chance. Anybody have nature guesses? It's quiet nature. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I understand it for other card games. I think Magic, it's acceptable. I think to an extent, I think One Piece is acceptable. A lot of the Bandai games are acceptable, honestly. But games like Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh, no, come on, buy the real card. Anyways, send this idiot to the Shadow Realm somewhere. We'll put him with a bunch of rejects. But I did say that I would show my Umbreon as well before we left. It's my shiny Umbreon. It was RNG'd, but this was retail egg RNG, which is kind of hard. Growl, Torment, Wish, Protect. This was supposed to be like a stall Pokemon. But yeah. Alright, guys. Well, we did get a shiny. We kind of messed up the shiny Baltoy earlier, so we'll have to do the run back on that one. But appreciate everybody for hanging out. I'll probably try to stream again, maybe tomorrow, maybe on Sunday. But if neither of those days, I will definitely be back on Friday to go ahead and continue getting teams. Probably gonna enter the Towers double at some point because I have a lot of cool ideas for that. I know Beavries was kind of looking forward to the what's it called? The tower doubles because there's not a lot of people doing it. But anyways, inspirational stream. Like I set up an RNG stream. It's fun. I wish that I had my cap card again, but I don't. See ya. Beavries cannot wait for me to get out of here. Alright, I will see you guys later. Appreciate y'all for hanging out. I'll see you next time.